Today finally marks the day that veterans and rookies for the Arizona Cardinals will be coming in for the 2023 Arizona Cardinals Training Camp. And now we do have some new additions to talk about. Let's dive right into it. Alright everybody, welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. Join the community. Also follow me on all my social platforms. Everything will be in the description of the video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2023 Arizona Cardinals Training Camp is starting up, and we got football season just around the corner. And I don't know about you, but I'm very excited for football to finally come back, and we got some things to finally talk about. Now today marks the day that we do have veterans and rookies that's supposed to be attending the training camp. Now we did hear word that Budda Baker will be in the building. Now yes, he did request a trade earlier in the offseason, but it didn't seem like his demand was granted, and he is still currently an Arizona Cardinal. But as of right now, TBD, we'll see what happens with that whole situation. Now, we do got some breaking news coming out of the world of the Arizona Cardinals, and we did sign 2 new additions to our Cardinals. Let's take a look at the reports. One of them comes from Jordan Schultz, and this is what the report says. Former Broncos wide receiver / kick returner Caden Davis agrees to terms with the Arizona Cardinals per his agent. Davis last played for the Michigan Panthers for the USFL. So there is that. Seems like we're bringing some wide receiver help, and not only that, ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing in a veteran tight end. Now this report comes from Jeremy Fowler, and it says this: veteran tight end Jeff Swaim plans to sign with the Cardinals per source. 8-year veteran, was a consistent starter for the Tennessee Titans the last few years. Now, I'm looking a little deep into, Caden Davis as well as, Jeff Swaim, and it doesn't seem like Caden Davis has really made a big impact within the NFL, but Jeff Swaim has been a veteran since 2015, or at least he's been a player for the NFL since 2015. Now, he did find himself with multiple different teams, spent a good majority of his career with the Dallas Cowboys from 2015 to 2018, and then spent 1 year with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and then went ahead and spent 2 years with the Tennessee Titans, 2021 and 2022. Now, his career stats, there's nothing to really be very excited about, if I'm going to be completely 100% honest with you. In terms of receptions, 100 receptions for the stint of his career. We're not talking about 1 year, we're talking about the stint of his career. So that's 2015 to 2022. He's had 100 receptions, 752 yards. He averaged about 7.5 yards a catch. His longest was 43 yards, and then a total of 6 touchdowns. So we're not looking at a tight end that's coming to this team that's going to be a change maker, right? It's going to be a guy that's going to be a staple point within this team. We do have, obviously, Zach Ertz, and we also do have young tight end Trey McBride as well, which at the end of the season looked like he was having some flashes here and there, but we never really seen his full potential come out because we do have a veteran like Zach Ertz. So being that Jeff Swaim is coming in here, I'm not looking too much into it in terms of a guy that's going to be as explosive, right? I'm not excited about it, but I'm glad that we're starting to bring in pieces because we did have some open spots for quite some time. So I'm glad we're starting to kind of fill in the roster. Now, this guy also might be a guy that he might be just a camp body more than anything, somebody to have within training camp and maybe gets cut later on. Being that he was in the NFL for quite some time, that might be a situation, or it might be because obviously Monty Ossenfort, our now current GM, has spent some time with the Tennessee Titans, and Jeff's last team was the Tennessee Titans. It might be one of those situations where he's going to find himself where a relationship, has brought him to now his current team with the Arizona Cardinals. So 2 new additions for the Cardinals: Jeff Swaim as well as Caden Davis. Now, I was trying to look into Caden Davis, and I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't really find very much in him, right? Other than USFL, he spent some time there. But other than that, that's kind of all I found from him. He's a wide receiver that's 6'1". So if you're looking for a wide receiver over the height of 5'10", Caden Davis is going to give you, that at least that height. He's not going to be anything that's going to be explosive or really change anything. Maybe also might be a clamp body as well. So 6'1", 190 pounds, 24 years old. So he's still pretty young. Nothing too crazy, but obviously in the USFL, I think he's had some success over there, and that's why he's now signing a new contract with the Arizona Cardinals. So as of right now, what the Cardinals wide receiving core is looking like is going to be obviously Marquise Hollywood Brown, Rondell Moore, Michael Wilson, Zach Pascal, Brian Cobbs, Daniel Arias, Davian Davis, Caden Davis. So we got some wide receivers, but like, we don't have a number one unless you want to call Marquise Hollywood Brown a number one. At least if you're looking at this list, he is going to be number one. But what I mean number one, I'm talking about a big wide receiver, right? That's going to be able to give you the 50-50, catch ball radius. And that's what we're hoping Michael Wilson's going to come into. But as of right now, TBD. I'm excited to see what news we get for Michael Wilson in this training camp. If he's, getting our new coaching staff really excited, because that's one of the big ones, right? One of the big draft picks that people are excited about coming out of this year's draft. So we'll have to kind of wait to see how it all shakes out. But ladies and gentlemen, what are your guys' thoughts on our two new additions for the Arizona Cardinals? Put it in the comments below. As always, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and go Cards.